This is a story about on Christmas Eve. Nigga tried to rob me on Christmas Eve. And this is another story of me and Hot again. And I had two roommates. And I was living in Charlotte. So it's Christmas Eve. But it's Christmas Eve. It's probably 12 o'clock. No, matter of fact, it's 2:30 in the morning, 2 something in the morning. We just up chilling, smoking. So Hot get up, go to the kitchen to get something to drink. We in my room smoking. So next thing you know, I just hear a glass shatter, like a big pow, and some glass shatter, right? And Hot started yelling, "Cool." So you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. I think he done dropped something or something in the kitchen. So then I started hearing gunshots. So by this time, I grabbed my gun and I started easing out my room. You know, squat down low, easing out my room. I just hearing a bunch of gunshots. So what had happened, I have a small window by my refrigerator. So, and I had a tie behind my door, so people knew that. So obviously the people knew that you couldn't keep my door in. So they hit my window with a sledgehammer, jumped in through the window when they seen Hot in the kitchen, and chased Hot down the hallway, shooting at Hot. So my house, I had a nice apartment, but I was on the 3rd floor. So they chased Hot all the way to the back room. Hot jumped out the 3rd floor window. You know what I'm saying? They shooting. So, and man, I got two roommates in their room. So I see the niggas coming back up the, I'm peeping around the corner. I see the niggas coming back up the hallway. They peeping in rooms and shit. So by the time they get up close, coming toward my room, I just come around the corner and start letting off. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't know if I hit then. They shot back. So we in the house, we having a shootout. Just in the house. I'm around the corner. They in the hallway. Around the corner, they go to the kitchen. So I'm shooting it out with two of them. You know what I'm saying? So I duck back in the room. I guess they finally shoot. And then they try to run and hop back out my window. You know what I'm saying? So luckily, by the time I see them running, trying to come back out my window, I'm coming back around the corner. I catch him. And I hit the nigga. So I knocked the nigga out. They got some black and blue New Balance and a taser. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas had a taser and some black and blue New Balance. I shot him out of his shoe and he dropped the taser. So now I'm coming through the house, I'm shaking. So I'm thinking, Hot back here dead in the back room, laying on the ground or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I come through the house, searching all the rooms, and I come on down the hallway. My fucking roommate, this nigga pop his head out the damn door, right into my fucking gun. So you know what I'm saying? I'm about to blow this nigga. I'm like, bro, no. Matter of fact, my second roommate wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm gonna end up shooting my other roommate, but I didn't. Goddamn. So both of us searching the house together now. And I didn't want to go to the back room because I just knew Hot finna be back there laid. You know what I'm saying? Dead or something. But we finally go back there, I don't see him. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? So I'm looking around now, I see the blinds kind of fucked up. So I go to the blind, look through the blind, the window busted out. I look on the ground, I see a Hot hat, or Atlanta hat. So I see this nigga hat though, right? I'm shaking like a stripper, bro. I ain't like I'm scared of hell. Like, I had no nigga come put it down on me like that here, you know what I'm saying? So I go back upstairs. I had a little bit of weed I was smoking and shit, you know what I'm saying? I had got it out. And I went and got in my car. So I'm riding around looking for Hot through the neighborhood or something. I don't see him, right? So by the time I get to the bottom of my neighborhood, I see the police coming. And they shine their light out in my car. So, like I said, I had some weed I was smoking. So I'm like, hey, I can't find my cousin. I'm trying to play it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody just robbed me. I can't find my cousin. They're like, pull your car over now. So I start the car, you know what I'm saying? Park my car, get out, tell them what's going on, walk back toward my house or whatever. We walk in the house, police everywhere, man. It's like 15 police cars. And then, like I said, I'm in an apartment, so when you get in my house, I'm explaining what's going on. Bullet holes all through the next house. You know what I'm saying? So like, oh man, hope ain't nobody hurt over there in the next house. And they see the blood leaking out on the steps, on the outside though. So they go over there to the net though, but everybody okay over there though, you know what I'm saying? So they search my house or whatever, find a ashtray, a little bit of weed I had in there smoking and shit. They sit us down. My roommate this nigga had some pills. So they, you know what I'm saying? They end up getting him for his pills or whatever. And then they get a call and all that. So they get a call like they're like anybody know anything about my cousin, man? Like it was 3 of us in here, you know what I'm saying? So they get a call, they're like, yeah, they just got him at the store up the street. So Cole had jumped out the window, ran across the interstate, ran up the ramp to the store. You know what I'm saying? So, but he cut his leg up bad. You know what I'm saying? He had cut his leg up real bad jumping out the window. And the police he came back to me and said it was 1 or 2 of y'all. Like one. They he cut his back leg or something. I don't know, his name Travis. You know what I'm saying? He jumped out, I'm assuming he jumped out the window when they came or whatever. He like, okay, well, we got one guy with a gunshot wound at the store across the street, and the other guy, somebody would have cut up real bad, laying on the sidewalk. So they took Hot and the nigga to the same hospital. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even finna have to go downtown, but they took me downtown, right? They ended up getting, like I said, some weed, a half ounce from me when I was smoking. My partner had some S pills, so they ended up lock me up. He like, no, matter of fact, they ain't even locked me up. Like, now you got to come down here. They took me down there and brought me in the room. When the man came in, he like, what's going on, man? He's like, yeah, man, I got some weed out there, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm a college student. I go to, I was smoking now. I smoked that. So, he's like, damn. Like, you know what kind of police I am, man? I'm like a sheriff or some shit, ain't it? Like, nah, I'm a homicide. I started hitting with the sad face then, right, bro? So I'm like, eye blinking and shit. Like, nah, don't worry about it, man. He like, so your gun's registered to clean? I'm like, yeah, it clean, man. I got it from the gun show or whatever. And he like, so you sure you now? Like, nah, man, I go to school, man. And like, what about the X pill? I ain't know nothing about the X pill, you know what I'm saying? I don't say that, man. I just smoke weed and go to school. So like, now you gotta deal with this shit. He like, know what happened, right? I'm like, nah, what's going on? Like, well, the guy didn't make it. I'm tell you what. If anything going on that you say you go, like, yeah, go. Like, man, anything you can tell me, help me get yourself out of this situation, man, cause the guy didn't make it. He came in my house, like, my gun rusted and clean. Now, y'all see what happened though, right? And I'll just tell you what's going on. Like, if you want to help yourself out, whoop, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I don't know that. I smoke weed. Like, which one me tell them nigga about it? My smoke's at from? Like, if you want to help yourself get out of anything, I don't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. So, like, now you got to deal with this shit on Christmas Eve. Then he been like, some other lady, she said you can come back, turn yourself in on January the 3rd after New Year's for your marijuana charge. You know what I'm saying? So let him come back and do that, turn myself in. But Charlotte jail, so long. It took me 2 days to get out for a fucking weed, for some simple session marijuana, really. And yeah, but like I say, self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't played with me since.
So in that incident, how many shooters was it that came in your house?
It was two shooters. 2 dark-skinned nigga with the goatee and a beard. And I was dealing with somebody then, and a nigga, and how can I put this? For the way they came in my house, they knew they couldn't keep my door. They knew it was a certain way they had to come in. And the person I was dealing with, I had outgrown them. You know what I'm saying? So, and nigga was saying slick shit like, goddamn, I see you coming up in the world, but you don't need me no more. All this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And when people came to town, they didn't need him no more, you feel me? It was straight to me, so. And years later, I come to find out it was him and his right-hand man, an old nigga. It was his nephew. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know till later on. Till probably like 5 years later. And somebody was telling me about it. And come to find out it was the old man nephew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dirty game.
Dirty game, though. I say 5 years later, though, bro. But I felt it in my heart. And I had told somebody I think he did that.
So it was 3 in all, 2 shooters and 1 that had a taser.
2 shooters, one of them had a taser.
One of the shooters had a taser.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had a shootout in the hallway, in the house, and it was 42 shots. You know they mark all the shots?
Mm-hmm.
It was 42 shots.
Why do you think when you in the streets, when stuff like that happen, 95% of the time it always somebody you know?
That's just how it go. It's gonna always be somebody you know, and this nigga took advantage of me. Cause like I say, he put me in my position. So I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a life lesson. A lot of niggas don't make it past that. A lot of niggas would have been dead in that situation, you know what I'm saying?